Can we start looting?
Loot and then take a nappy poo.
All right,
I
so
know.
we're
Take
gonna
their
yeah,
pants.
we're gonna go ahead and say this since we are officially starting the session now. We're officially starting the session. So when we last left off, hell of a crazy fight. Y'all brought down a very large handful of enemy combatants on your your sideway that you went to get out to Phandelver, and after having convinced you guys to be able to take a definitely shorter but possibly more dangerous road, Sildar said, "Yeah, let's go this way." And then, of course, y'all ran into a large group of creatures that immediately took fight. You bested a treant, which up to the very last second had summoned two other treants, and which would have definitely caused more chaos. You guys had some ogre, some orc, and some wolf meat all kind of all around the way. I think you all worked very well together to do this, and at this point in the night, since we are just fresh as that happened, you heard the sound of the treant falling down and crashing, and literally tearing open kind of an open view of the sky where the tree stood at one point, and now you can see the stars. You can definitely hear the night creature sounds as you know, wind rustles, and yeah, that's that was a hell of a fight now. So at this point, who took damage for recollection?
Jade.
I took.
Taurius.
As always.
I did, for sure.
And of course, Sildar also he
Poor
took a
Sildar.
bite. He took some shots. You know, he's seen a better day, but alas, everybody has survived. So at this point, it is fresh off of the tree and falling down, and it has become very, very quiet after the chaos of the fight. There's still some smoldering smoke in the air from the poor treant's trick having gotten burned off by the illegal Danish moves, and so at this point you have a handful of bodies strewn about. The wolf is still stuck in the ground, you know, with the sword through his head. You know, the tongue sticking out of his mouth.
Wait,
yeah.
who did that?
Sildar.
Sildar.
Right.
Bro.
Sildar,
Yeah.
once granted the use of a weapon, took full advantage of his training. So,
Man, what a guy.
Yes, you did.
all right, what y'all doing? Sildar just kind of looks around and says, "Well, that was something."
You don't
Yes.
say.
That was. I hand him my greatsword. I think this would fare better with you next time. I'll take my short sword.
so he reaches down and he just kind of like, you know, pulls the you know, the murder weapon out of the ground / Wolfie. Takes the greatsword and he looks at you and he nods and he says, "Thank you, that is appreciated."
Sildar will remember
Anytime.
that.
Maybe you could honor me with a lesson sometime.
I would be happy to. And he immediately
God, are they
starts
flirting?
wiping. he immediately starts wiping the blood off of blades and kind of looking around and dusting himself off.
Sildar bites his lips seductively.
Oh.
Wow.
Shall I create you a hut?
Oh!
I don't think that'll be necessary, man, but thank you.
Do you seriously have more spell slots left?
I don't think so.
It was getting pretty rough.
Yeah,
Was-
I was spent like last fight.
You should loot them and then take a nap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
yeah, let's
Can
check.
I loot the tree?
You want to loot the tree?
Get
Yeah.
some leaves.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, so you walk up to this very long tree that is over 50 feet in length when you basically go root to tip of its leafy head. It's very long, and of course branches are strewn about. What is it that you are going to do?
Lay down and to cry.
Can I also have Eco help me? Like, can I, like, do what should
Are
I
you small
do?
enough to crawl inside?
Investigation?
You can definitely make an investigation check. All right. So, what is your what is your passive perception? Just out of curiosity.
Mr. Rigbyn's passive
Rigbyn.
perception. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Give me a second. I think it's a little slow.
That's all right.
14.
Okay. All right. So as you kind of walk up, you obviously are near what was makeshift feet out of roots for this thing, and you see that it was a very old and very large tree. You could tell kind of by its movement, and as you're walking by it, you see all the different grooves and cracks of like the bark and the roots that had come out of the ground. That was kind of stumbling on and like rocks embedded into its root feet. And as you kind of make your way up, and Eco kind of joins on the other side, and you guys are walking forward. You don't necessarily see anything in the sense of like quote loot. There's not like a bag of anything that would have money or weapons or whatnot, as this is mostly a passive creature, so it was kind of odd that it would have actually attacked in the first place. As you're walking forward, you see that it's what kind of became its front arm limbs are down, and as you kind of walk forward, it had fallen down and almost hit you see like the different I'll just say the wound marks of smolder and and scratches and the different wounds that it had taken on, but it definitely looks like it's kind of been through and seen some things. As you make your way kind of more further up towards the head, and you're standing there, and you notice that there's almost like a faint glow coming from underneath the bark, where you would assume its chest to be.
I would like to investigate that glow.
Okay, so how are you going to get at it?
Am I going to get at it?
Yeah, how are you going to investigate this glow?
Fireball.
I have a dagger. I'll kind of just like stab it
Slice
gently and
and
kind of like
dice.
fry it a little
I
bit.
have some bigger weapons if you want to use them.
Oh,
I gotta do this by myself, man.
All right. So you get kind of you almost lean over the center, the center of this tree, where you can kind of see this faint glowing. You hadn't noticed it before because it was, obviously much further away, and considering that y'all were kind of engaged in combat, it didn't make a whole lot of sense that you would notice of something like that. So you start picking at the old green and brown tree bark. It kind of starts glowing a little bit brighter and brighter as you're making your way through, but it's definitely kind of buried down a little bit further, and you can kind of see the almost the threads and grains of the wood have kind of like woven around something that's a little deeper further down in there. Definitely not going to be able to get at it with a knife.
Anybody? Oh, fine. Tyreal, can I have one of your swords?
Sure. If you'd like me, I can use my amazing amount of strength to stab into the thing. Just kidding. Yeah, no, here.
She's like, oh god,
I
it's
mean,
so heavy.
Yeah, you weigh probably like 25, 30 pounds.
All right. So are you going to use his sword?
Yes, I will.
All right. Do me a favor. Go ahead and make a strength check, because you're definitely going to have to dig at it.
Ah, shit. Oh, not a saving throw, right?
Nope, not a saving throw. This is a strength check.
Can I make an attempt if she fails?
Oh,
Hey,
I was gonna say, can I get the help action from Ego? But
Sure.
even with advantage, it's an 11. So.
Yeah, that actually worked out. So that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, and it's a tree. She has
So-
advantage.
Yes, it is. It's your favorite part of the world. So yeah, we definitely give you
Yeah,
advantage on that one.
Can my tears like help soften up the bark? Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You definitely feel a little bit. It's not necessarily shame, but you definitely feel a little bit of sympathy for for this creature as you're kind of picking at it and kind of wondering. And as you dig further down into it, and you can kind of hear the pieces of bark kind of like crackling and popping open. This glow reveals something almost the shape of a very large. We'll just call it like an acorn. You've seen it in acorn shape. And it kind of has like this light purple and pink glow to it. It's it's almost kind of like pulsing and throbbing, like you would kind of consider a heart. This is basically a corrupted treant heart.
Corrupted?
A corrupted treant heart, yes.
Can I eat it?
Aw.
No.
You can eat anything in this world if you want to. You might as well roll for survival. Yeah. So as you kind of open up the space that's around it, the wood tendrils and it almost has like purple spiky vines that are like sort of wrapped. You just look at it and it just feels. It's somehow like almost unnatural because you just look at it. It doesn't make any sense that something like this would take on this kind of shape.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna touch it with my hands.
If I had any
anything in
spell
my-
slots, I could use detect good and evil. Maybe purify it.
wait. Oh no, I didn't. Can I? Is it okay for me to like take it out, like, or is it still stuck in there?
It's you're gonna have to kind of like pick around it to get it out. I mean, it's definitely something that you could remove with with a little bit of care.
Ah.
So
I don't know. You're scaring me with this one. I don't want to touch it.
Can I?
I don't know.
Can
You
I
want to take
cast
it out?
something?
'Cause I'm scared.
I can. I have like the most defenses. I'll do it.
all right, Tyreal, are you interacting? What are you doing?
Yeah, sure. I will aid Rigbyn and come up and attempt to use my strength to pry out the stone or acorn.
Okay. All right. So are you using anything to pry it out? Or are you grabbing with your hands? What are you doing?
And
Well, she already exposed it with the sword, right? It's just a matter of chipping it out of there,
Correct.
right? Okay, so I suppose I could just use her dagger and then just kind of, try to finesse it out.
Okay. So as you're
without breaking.
Yeah, without breaking it. Yeah, good. As you're digging through there, you definitely see that it kind of like starts like rocking back and forth a little bit as you're kind of like wiggling around the edges, and you almost pop it loose, and so it's definitely free at that point. You can reach in and grab it.
Awesome, cool. I reach
Don't
in.
grab it with your skin.
Oh god.
I have gloves on. Does that count?
It's gonna be another chain lightning thing.
We already established this. I have gloves on.
He does have gloves on. What are your gloves made of?
I think we
Scrotum.
left off with mail.
All right, so
because I don't quite have plate yet.
right. All right, so you reach in, and I'm assuming you're pulling out the heart.
Yes. I mean, I do have a passive divine sense. I can sense the presence of strong, evil, and noxious odor.
Oh, it definitely has an obnoxious odor.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Okay.
All right,
I'm gonna
so
pull it out.
all right, so you reach in with your hands and you pull it out, and as you're kind of like delicately pulling it out of the hole that was made, the little crater around it, it literally starts kind of like shrinking down in your hands, and getting smaller as soon as you pulled it out of the chest cavity there. It gets down
Okay.
to about the size of a very large acorn nut that that you would normally see for other trees that are around there, and it's literally just sitting there in the palm of your gloved hand, still faintly glowing.
Okay. Well, awesome.
And it smells.
And it smells. Okay. Well, I don't have any spell slots to purify this thing right now, so at least I have it.
Yeah, as
I'll go put it on the cart or something in the chest.
As Sildar sees you guys kind of digging this out of there, he kind of runs up and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, "Be careful, you never know what's coming out of here." And he kind of like leans forward a little bit and kind of looks over your hands, take a look at it, and he just kind of like shakes his hand and he starts walking away.
Wow, that was helpful.
Okay.
Can I just bury it back in the ground?
I mean,
bury the acorn?
Yeah.
You can.
Just as a like sorry dude.
Yeah, we could reincarnate it and see if it has a better time in its next life.
I have something for plant loonies.
For what?
Plants?
What do you have?
What do you have?
Just have to go through my 4,500 cards. Hold on, buddies. We're getting there.
Man, if only I was an ancient. Because then he's basically a druid if I was in the ancient's devotion.
Who's capable of a good Arcana check?
Is that intelligence?
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
And me.
What's your yeah, go ahead, do me a favor. Go ahead and just make me a good Arcana check and add your modifier on that one.
Right.
So a D20.
Mhm.
And D20.
That's a
Well,
4.
that was embarrassing.
That's a 4. All right. What are your?
Can I try?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Excalibur.
Can I get the help action from Eco?
Yeah. I'm gonna make you roll for the help action to see how that turns out.
Oh no. But hey, I can
So
do
just roll
bless.
twice?
Yeah.
Hey, I can do bless.
No, don't. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't waste it.
I'll bless him too. Just kidding.
D20.
I have no spell slots, otherwise
Did I
this
do
whole
that
thing
right?
would be resolved.
Guys, we need to.
Damn.
Oh!
Hey!
No. No, it's an 11 and a 13, and then my modifier is 2, so 15 on the Arcana check.
Well, either way, either way, what you got of that ended up helping out. So as you're kind of looking at it, and Tyreal is just kind of like almost kind of like rolling it around, amused in his hand a little bit, just at seeing it. Well, it definitely, the curiosity got the best of you. So you kind of like think back. You're like, have I seen anything like this before? What have I heard? And as you get closer to inspect it, basically what you're looking at, the twisted and blackened wooden heart itself is kind of, it's got like tiny thorns kind of woven through it. Almost looks like you can wear it like a pendant. You can tell that if you were to wear it, that the thorns would be digging into you. So of course you're less inclined to do so. However, this is actually it's considered. Oh, hello.
Sorry.
God bless you. Are you okay? Pizza there?
Yep.
Jake is furiously going through his cards.
Yeah, at your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object, and if I cast remove curse, but like I said, spell slots are a problem right now. If the object is cursed magic item, the curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement. Okay, never mind. That's all. I can only break the attunement.
It has spike growth.
If it's an item.
We can grow with whatever.
Okay.
But wait, it's not yet an item. It's a reagent, right? For an item? Or I don't know how that works.
Nope, this is technically a wondrous item.
Oh,
Dangerous.
Oh shit.
Wondrous.
we're keeping it.
Yeah, don't you dare plant it.
I
We'll
think
dig
I
it
have,
up.
I think I
Fine.
have
Yeah,
identify.
fuck that guy.
What
Should we
did
just,
you hold on? What did you say, Taurius?
I think I have identify.
Okay.
So
So,
could I use that?
what level is it? Anybody that wants to help her out, feel free.
Identify. He's
I'll be honest.
Shut up!
I
I'm
was
so
waiting.
close to it.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
found
Identify disc nuts.
Identify. Shut the fuck up.
level 1.
As you choose one object, it's level 1. You choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are, and if the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Use it.
Go,
Use
go, go!
that!
Identify will be used.
So are you casting identify on this?
Yeah.
So is it an action that you need to roll for, or is it just an insta cast and it goes?
Does it say instantaneous?
That's an
1 minute.
intelligence roll.
It's
Wisdom.
instantaneous and he
slot.
has to touch it.
Okay.
Bitchy. All right. Do I have to roll for this?
Right, Jen. Looking it
I
up
don't
for
know.
you.
I feel like somebody's looking it up, aka Mia, because I heard her typing furiously.
Yes.
I see Jacob
Yeah,
has a
it's
black heart as he moves
instantaneous.
himself. It's
Range
insane.
touch.
Okay.
Sorry.
Range touch. All right. So are you going to try and identify this?
Ethan, yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you just gonna walk up and be like, "Here, give me that shit," or what?
Role play it, Jade.
I mean,
There you go. See,
I-
we'll play it.
Who's holding it? Who's holding it again?
well, I mean, I'm the only
Tyreal.
person
Yeah,
moving.
Tyreal is
around.
holding it.
Everyone
Tyreal,
else
yeah.
is just standing like broken NPCs.
I
Hey!
will also be over there.
Tyreal, give me the bitch,
Investigating.
bitch.
Hey, be nice to her.
Oh. Beep boop bop. Hand it off.
All right. So you beat boop bop. You hand it off to the kitty cat. Yes. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, so she can do her thing, or I can just hold it out for her so
Oh.
that she doesn't have to like risk.
Chain lightning this
know
bitch.
what-
Let's go.
I'm putting it in my butt.
All right. So she's
Oh!
all right.
One.
So Taurius grabs it and shoves it up his butt,
Ah!
and immediately begins. No, I'm kidding. All right. So as Taurius basically kind of puts his paw out, and Tyrael just kind of like dumps it over into his hand. It's big enough to where it literally takes up the entire size of his paw. Being a bit of a smaller creature. In which case you take immediate 1d4 piercing damage to your paw.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
How much is this?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do this for
Wait,
you.
he has to roll the
Yeah.
1d4.
I get this for you.
Make it a 1.
Oh, you actually
One.
did get a 1, you lucky bitch.
Whoa!
Ah!
So I have 15 hit points.
Yeah. So you lost marked down 1 hit point. Yeah. All right. So as you grabbed onto it, you definitely you felt it as it immediately started to kind of pierce your hand, and you feel this kind of like almost piercing pain going down your paw and your arm. So basically what this is, it's called a corrupted tree and heart. The twisted and blackened wood heart is strung throughout thorny vines, and it definitely can be worn as a pendant. The thorns dig into your neck. While you are attuned to this magical item, your hit point maximum is reduced by 5. Your skin develops black and spiny bark-like appearance, and you gain the benefit of bark skin spell, and it does not require concentration. Additionally, creatures that you hit with melee attacks take 1d4 piercing damage as well. Once per dawn, as an action, you can cause a surge of thorns to erupt from the line that is 5 feet wide and 60 feet long. Any creature on the same surface as you that is caught in this area has to make a dexterity saving throw against your spellcasting DC. On a failure, they take 8 4d piercing damage, and their walking speed is halved until the start of your next turn. So yeah, so this is it's a corrupted treant heart that but Unfortunately, it is only usable by a druid.
Okay,
Which
so,
we have
okay,
none
so,
of.
so is it cursed?
It
Or is
requires
it just...
it's corrupted, which it's not quite cursed, but you know, it in some ways kind of has the same effect. But it's not a
Yeah.
cursed item. It's a
So would
corrupted
it be
item.
It's
valid
just
to
yeah,
use
it's how it was
remove
made.
curse?
I'm sorry.
No,
Would it be could we use a remove curse, or would it just stay the same?
it's a part of the item.
Yeah,
It's the way
a
it's
part of the
designed
item. Yeah,
by
it's
nature.
Not, yeah, it's not.
Well, fuck that. I guess someone else touch it. I don't want it.
Well,
Wait,
it doesn't
can
hurt
I
me. I'll
can
just
I
keep
say
it in my
something real
pocket.
quick?
Yeah.
There's like somebody here that I have to say hi to downstairs.
Okay, PP pause.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'll be like
that's-
5-10
that's
minutes.
okay.
Run!
PP
PP
pause.
pause.
10 minutes.
I'm gonna
PP
go
pause.
smoke a cigarette. Love you.
Hey, we matched it.
We did.
Hooray.
Kitty. You're a Felix.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah, hey,
sorry.
fuck
I'm so
you.
sorry.
You
Jesus, little lamb.
I'm sorry.
My God.
God, stop having people who want to actually talk to you.
Such violence.
That's so not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool that you
I was
have
trying to
fucking
upsell.
friends.
I was trying to upsell a puppy. Okay.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker.
Guys, I'm having some trouble here.
Fucking
Are
roll
you
the
not?
dice, you
Can you not figure out which one is a d20?
To die.
I'm trying to find the
I'm assuming
20.
you guys did stuff without me.
No.
We're just sitting
So
here being a
far,
bunch of
people are
dumbasses.
struggling to roll a die.
Okay. That's the
Oh
20.
God.
There's the 20.
Here's a hint. It stops at the number 20.
Okay. A
Good luck.
13.
13. Very nice.
It's nice. That's good. Okay. That's cool.
That's a number. It doesn't have to be high or low. It just has to be a number.
Is it?
Okay.
Is there a purpose, or did you just want us to
Oh no,
practice our
there's
dice
definitely
rolling?
a purpose.
Oh boy.
Look at this.
All right, Lila,
Whoa.
Look at this.
roll a d20. Physical dice.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh,
Give me a
okay.
second.
Oh dear.
Give me
dear.
a second eye.
Okay, who
Need to
rolled
get
the same
my
numbers?
stars.
Story straight.
Mia and I.
What?
What is happening? Why are we rolling d20s?
Your
Do I need to
mother!
know?
Okay,
Nobody
and what
knows.
did
You
you
won't
guys
tell
both
us.
Your father. Oh wait.
roll? What did you guys both rolled a 4?
We both rolled a
No, we
10.
got 10.
Oh, 10.
Learn
I got
how to
15.
read, idiot. Who rolled
Am
the
I rolling?
fucking E1000?
Roll, yeah,
God,
just roll the d20.
324.
You're not trying for a hard number. It's just a random number I need.
Cry. That's a-
Are
Has to
you
be
rolling
random.
for initiative right now or some shit or
No,
what?
nope.
I rolled a 4.
Roll for penis.
I bet you rolled these nuts.
She rolled for chlamydia and she won. She rolled for the clap.
No. Oh, no.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
no.
want chlamydia. Take it back. Take the chlamydia back.
All right. Okay, so is everybody ready?
All right.
Oh wait, did we lose
Yeah.
Jenny?
I'm connected, sorry.
Oh, that's
Kitty
okay.
was putting up a paw. I had to give her some treat.
No, that's okay.
It's
All
too
right.
cute to ignore. No, really, she goes like this. I'm like, hey, can I have some treats?
That
Okay.
cat is training you.
All right. So we're gonna say like this. We're gonna basically speed loot. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So
Oh,
so
smart.
so rather than having you all in
pants.
pants, everybody gets pairs of pants. Dirty pants, dirty goblin pants. All right. So, to speed it up, as you are all simultaneously, everybody basically has just been waiting, kind of seeing what's going on with, this whatever chunk of glowing thing that's getting pulled out of the tree, and everybody else gets impatient and basically just kind of starts, I'll just say, robbing and looting the dead bodies that are laying around. Okay.
Ransacking.
So collectively, this is what you come up with. Okay.
Okay.
2 potions of healing.
Yes,
Notes.
Yeah, she's getting it.
I got it.
A +1 greater warrior's axe.
Oh, shit.
Greater Warriors Act. Yes.
All right. And I'm gonna say the money's in this order: 20 gold, 5 gold, 2 emeralds, 575 silver, and 30 copper.
Wait.
35 copper?
30,
Hey,
30
are
copper.
you telling who get choose?
No.
What?
No, this is basically the random loot that you all have pooled together and collected off of the bodies.
I will take the silver.
you get to decide as a group what you're going to do. And
Yeah,
Bitches.
can we
to do what?
can we finish? I don't know. Can we, what was it? 2 potions healing, 1 greater warrior axe, 20 gold, 5 gold.
Yeah, 20 gold,
2
5 gold, 2
emeralds.
emeralds, 575 silver, and 30 copper.
I will take the 575 copper. So.
Okay, everybody write down
In
the
full.
30 copper for Taurius.
No! I have the advantage of depression.
And roll for depression. And don't forget
I'm
the
rolling
two
for
potions.
depression.
Yeah, don't forget the 2 potions of healing.
I got the
Alright.
2 pots.
I think the 2 potions of healing go to the 2 rangers.
Why?
Just because
Um,
it's strategic.
Y'all.
Well, I have
I'm
healing
praying
spells.
to the god of Tyr,
I'm
guys. He's the god of
squishy
strategy.
AF, man.
Well, if you give it to me, then I'll just give mine to Elira.
There you go.
Aw, thanks.
All right. So I will let you all write down. Make sure you write down what your own inventory is, and make sure that everybody agrees with who has.
Okay,
what.
so I get the silver.
No, we split the silver among all of us.
Among
No,
us.
suck my fat fucking penis. My cat penis. It's blue, bitch.
Wow.
Okay.
That's weird, but okay.
So
All right,
aggressive.
who's
with
getting
cat
what?
penis.
Well, we have to hurry. This feels like a penalty.
Right?
Let's go,
All right,
guys.
guys, who's the potions going to?
I already voted for both of the people
Well,
who can't heal.
I say we
how do you
give
vote?
one to Sildar right now.
We're about to take a vote.
Aren't we
I'm
just gonna
here.
sleepy sleep?
Oh, never mind. Cancel that. Cancel that.
Abort!
Abort!
Okay,
Smack it
no,
out of his
seriously,
hand
I
and
need
tell
to-
him
I
no.
need to write it down. Shut up! Shut up! I need to write these. I'm trying to be that note kid like Leanne. I'm trying to be cool.
Yeah, okay, we also
Sherry.
dumb.
Yeah, she already wrote
How
it down and
many?
moved on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 25 gold. We can split that 5 gold apiece. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yep.
So we each get 5 gold.
Each 5 gold.
Yeah, everybody get
So
5 gold.
I have 165 gold.
I'm still broke as fuck.
If we split the
As-
575,
As Rigbyn says, "I'm still broke as fuck." Says that out loud. She hears a little coming out from underneath the cart.
Oh,
I-
oh no!
I jokingly flick a rock at Poot
good.
out of love.
I mean,
All right, so
the
silver
poor bastard is still like his feet are still tied up. He's still doing his little burpees to try and like all he could do was like little inchworm his way underneath the cart to not get obliterated by the fight that was going on.
Poor
So
guy.
so he's there. One of the wolfies is kind of like tucked up to the wheel well next to him at the back of the cart. There's another wolf that's kind of there
Can I-
behind Sildar.
Can I do a quick interaction with Poot real quick?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'll go up to him. I'll untie his legs and I'll be like, "Do you want to stay or do you want to go? It's up to you."
And
So
he
that's the
he
also
immediately
that
kind of
one.
like he almost dog with worms kind of like butt scoots his way out from underneath and as he rubs his ankles and he kind of stands up and he looks at you and he just kind of like he pulls on your on your garb a little bit and he's like, "Thanks, I stay."
Cool, let's go. Alright, everybody pack up and bring the cart.
Who's getting the
Wait, 115
axe.
silver apiece.
115 silver apiece?
Write it down.
That puts me
115.
at 215 silver and 15 gold because one of you hookers took all of our shit.
So
6 copper apiece.
Sildar is sitting here listening to this entire transaction take place, and he just kind of like he just puts his head down, he shakes his head, and he says, "Not that any of you have offered me any of this, but
And Sildar
I-
gets 2 emeralds.
he
Yeah,
says,
actually.
he says, you,
No, I get the emerald.
you guys can he said you guys can keep the loot, and he basically just hops himself back up into the cart,
Aww.
and is
Okay, so I get an emerald and then
No, I think he gets the axe. Sildar?
I'm
Sildar?
I'll
He's-
take
well, he's-
him.
he's
I
got the
take the
sword.
axe and I grab the axe and I walk over to him and I hand this to him. I think this would be a better fit than the great sword.
and he kind of looks at it and he grabs it and he's like, "Are you sure?"
We didn't even
Actually-
identify it.
I have. Do you want? Shall we identify it first, Sildar? I
have
think
my
we still have
dafuq.
some spell slots.
Somebody has to have one.
This is the most fucking chaotic group ever. Because at the
Can I
beginning,
grab
at,
his
at
dick
the
and
beginning,
touch-
everybody's like, "Let's loot up and then go to sleep." And now you guys are like, "Let's fuck off for like 2 hours and then
Guys,
let's
Okay,
Guys.
no,
let's
no.
let's
I
go
vote
back
for
to the
nap time.
cave."
Let's
Okay,
go
I
back to
vote
hold on.
town, guys.
I vote for
real
nap
quick,
time.
guys, just to kind of speed this up, but like taking rest like doesn't replenish all of your health, right?
Not
A
all
long
of it.
rest does.
A long rest gets you pretty damn close. For all
Pretty
intent
darn
purposes,
close,
where you
okay.
guys are at, everybody would be back up to full health.
Except
Okay.
me. I'm like less than half. So can I use lay on hands on myself real fast?
I don't
Before
want to know
attempting
about
Are you
you
gonna
laying your
touch
hands on
yourself?
yourself.
Yes, you can cast your lay on hands. It's 5 times your level, so 20. You get a total of 20 points.
So that just I'm healed.
If you so now you can actually take it and split that up. So if you fully heal yourself, yes, and then you can move on, or you can actually split that among people if you want
Okay.
to, because you can
Split
you
that
can lay on
among
hands
us.
multiple people.
Well, everybody else looks like they're all full health. They're not tracking their health, so I'm going to give the rest to Sildar.
Okie dokie.
There you go.
So that's set. How many points left? 7. Going left to Sildar.
7 points of health going to Solar.
Yep.
Okay, super dope. So where are you?
So we're both full health. Bam.
Hooray! Hooray!
Dude, that rocks. That's just. And I can
Alright.
do that
Pretty
5
cool.
times, guys. I'm gonna start doing that every time. We're
Nice.
unstoppable now. Good. Good luck. Good luck.
He's like, let's go.
Can we take a nap now?
Absolutely. You
Like
can-
an 8-hour nap?
Guys, please.
Well, if you recall, it is actually the middle of the night, so
All right, good night, guys.
Nap, good
I don't
night.
care what you're doing. I'm going to bed.
so
Right
so
on this
so
tree.
so so
I'm just sleeping on the freaking tree.
Alira literally just kind of like you're sleeping on the treant.
Yep.
Okay,
He's leafy.
climbs up onto the leafy, bushy afro of the slain tree giant, and just nuzzles up and starts going to sleep.
If I die in my sleep, I would be really mad.
I have some nightmares. Okay. I
Okay,
pile up
long
the
rest
carcasses
time.
and burn them before bed.
All right, is everybody going to sleep right now?
Yes.
Yes,
Um,
I want my spells back.
Me too.
Can-
I feel
Jade-
very naked.
Jade, can you just
Yeah.
cast
Oh my God.
Identify on the axe before we go?
Yes. I
Somebody-
will do identify on Axie X.
All right. So at this point, then you will officially be out of spell slots. That would be helpful for you.
But
so
when I sleep, it'll come back.
that is true. That is true.
Yes.
If you
Uh,
get to sleep. If he
you
doesn't
get to-
kill us
if
before
you
then.
get to sleeps. So all right. So you as you once again you use your uninjured paw. Don't forget you took your -1 damage from piercing damage from the heart
Yes.
there. It's basically a warrior's great axe, which basically gives you a +1 to each attack using that.
Mm.
So Sildar just kind
That's
of
it?
Sildar just kind of gives the tip of the hat to Tyreal and says, "Thank you very much, I appreciate that." And then he literally just kind of and like tips back into the carton,
Oh.
and he's like,
Okay.
"Ah!"
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Patrol.
is everybody slept?
Everybody slept.
All right.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh,
Now
No,
we
shut
shall-
up, we haven't
Oh wait,
slept
no,
yet.
Baakris.
What?
Make sure you
God.
summon your freaking Drake before you go to bed.
Right now?
I
Yes.
thought he already went to bed.
He already went to bed, but yeah,
I'm
He's a
sleep.
lizard.
I'm asleep, bro.
he
Alright,
is
well.
he is sleeping.
Eco's taking watch. Eco's watching all of our unconscious bodies.
So
I don't like a spider watching my
Eco the
unconscious
sleepless
body.
He's like,
Eco the sleepless giant spider has once again silently made his way up into the canopy of trees. Rigbyn just kind of feels the comfort of him kind of looking down, and as everybody just hears the chirp 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 of crickets and just the night noises of the wind blowing through the trees, and actually everybody is feeling tired and anxious to get some rest. And so as everybody's eyes kind of close, time passes, and Baakris, where are you sleeping?
Oh, that's not a good question.
Because you were
In
you were out in the
the
tree,
safest
you know.
spot.
So is everyone just kind of like popping a squat and just sleeping right where they're at right now?
Everybody
He's
just kind of like
sleeping in a
literally
bush.
flopped down where they were, and they're like, hey, I have loot. I am sleep.
No, I'm
Oh.
going in the bush.
Which bush, fucker?
If you
The
look,
left
you're
one.
Can you see roll 20?
Yeah, hold on. I just have to like zoom out of my shit right now.
Yeah, you're basically here.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
remember, you were just
I'll-
you were like posted up against a tree, like yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I shot a dude in the dick at one point, didn't I?
You did.
I think I'll just kind of stay in that tree for a little bit.
Okay.
Just do my shazang.
All right. What is your perception?
Fuck.
Oh no. Please don't disturb my sleep.
I know
really
this has
tired,
happened
guys.
twice. I haven't got.
I should have freaking done my hut.
I
Could have.
I don't think I have any
one.
slots
Fire, like even a fire. Because now, like, just
Did you get that,
creatures
Dad?
gonna be crawling
Your
into our
passive
presence, eating the
perception?
corpses on the ground.
Is 1?
Wait, your passive perception's 1?
Wait, am I?
It's
I
under
think
all
that's
of
your
skills.
modifier.
It's under skills, right?
No. Passive perception. It's like its own little thing under all your skills. It should be like a bigger number.
Well, it's not. So
Seriously?
He's a bitch.
hey,
Hey, Uncle Nicky,
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
I might have.
What happens if you leave just battlefields
Oh,
and,
whoops,
and
sorry,
piles of
did not
unattended corpses
to do that.
in a magical world full of dangerous monsters? Like,
That would
well,
that
just
would be dependent on how you left it and what was going on in that part of the world.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah, it's
not like The
under
Witcher.
skills, right?
So like you
Like,
see
starts
your whole
corrupting
skills
land.
block
Yeah,
on
and
roll
look at
20.
and look at perception.
No. Under like the whole skills block, there's gonna be something. It should be like a 13 or 14. It says like mine's passive wisdom perception.
Yeah, because it basically falls under wisdom. So it's basically a 10 plus your character level plus
What are you doing?
plus your wisdom proficiency. So
Idiot.
10 plus what are you?
You see it now, stupid?
Yeah, I do. Shut up.
Okay. So
My
what is it?
wisdom 12.
12 passive. Your passive perception is 12.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it is.
Okay, sorry.
12. Okay. All right. So Baakris, you're sleeping. You're kind of having a little bit of a fitful sleep, and you happen to kind of hear, almost like a crackling of the branches up above as you kind of being hunter and kind of used to forest area. You hear some branches kind of crackling up in the trees up in the canopy up above, and immediately you kind of like snap your eyes up and you look up and you see Eco moving kind of off in this direction, kind of over here. Oh, let's see. No, don't do that. That's not the right place to do that at. I'm aligned, not there. I'm clicking in the wrong place. Kind of off to the trees. Can I add there?
Left side?
Over here in this area.
Okay.
Okay.
As you kind of roll over and tilt your head in that direction and look, are your eyes open or closed?
You can choose.
Is he? Are you pretending to sleep or are you staying awake?
I mean, Elira,
Stay awake.
how many hours have we attempted to sleep? Mia might have been
at
conscious
this
by
point.
this
At
point.
this point,
I
it's
only
probably
needed a
been
short
about
rest.
2 hours.
Oh no.
Ah.
I'm trying
This
to
is what
get into
happens.
the
So
trenches.
wait, can I like kind of like squint my eyes and be like, I'm asleep?
Okay, little
but not
Aiden.
Yes,
Keep
yes.
one
The
eye
little
on the sky.
the little one eye on the sky. Two
I
eyes on the
you know
sky.
I
Yeah.
am
What do
awake.
You're fully awake and your eyes up. Are you going to lay there? Or are you going to get up?
I'm gonna get up. Be like,
Get
what
your
you?
butt up.
All right. Are you? All right. What are you going to do?
Oh God.
Kind of like creep over to where Eco is kind of like creeping.
What?
Are you trying to stealth or are you just walking over there?
Purpose.
So,
I will. Mm,
Choose
just-
wisely.
I'll just walk.
All right.
Start
Oh,
firing
this
arrows.
guy.
And
Actually,
right.
no. Wait,
suddenly
can
he's
I
dead.
take that back?
do me a favor, and I need you to roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Oh no.
I hate
You're
oh,
this
dead.
this man rolling
You're
initiative.
dead. R.I.P.
Eco doesn't wake me up.
Eco says F you.
My dexterity modifier 3, so that's 11.
All right.
Ow.
As you're just kind of you get up and you just kind of like walk in, you're walking in the general direction of the sound that that was made, and you are immediately snared up in some rope-like vines that grab around your legs and basically kind of cover your mouth.
What the? Oh, God. Okay.
You should have snuck.
At this at this point, with the noise that's kind of rustling around, it's still fairly quiet, but Rigbyn, you are immediately kind of almost notified subconsciously, that something is amiss, and
Okay.
and you hear sound, but it happened so quickly that you didn't necessarily hear where it came from until
no.
until you
Okay.
kind of sit up and you look over and you notice Baakris kind of wrapped up in basically some vines.
Okay. And my 90-foot dark vision doesn't help see the
Get
enemy
out
at
of
all.
the trash can.
No, because apparently you're hiding in a trash can.
Sorry.
Where all right, so
Bet you wish you had that drink now, buddy.
Yeah, on roll 20, where were you? If you look at roll 20, because you were up by the tree. Where did you decide to go sleep? Because
I decided to sleep under his leg, like
In my ass.
in, like right there.
like
in his crotch.
right in his crotch, because it was warm
Yeah.
from where his string got burned
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
Dang.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Yeah, so you do see it's obviously it's still dark, but with with your dark vision you can faintly make the outline of Baakris that's kind of struggling. I'll just say semi-silently. He's unable to kind of make any noise right now as both of his arms are kind of like tucked down at his sides and his mouth is kind of covered, and you see this dark figure, this hooded figure, kind of come out of, from underneath the trees, like from where he was at, and you see it just kind of whisper, you kind of get close to him, and you guys, and then you
He's
see
whispering sweet nothings.
and then you see his body just kind of go perfectly straight.
Baakris' body?
Baakris' body is just perfectly straight and stiff, straight up and down.
Okay, hold on. So I can see the enemy person?
Technically speaking, you can see a figure, but they have moved around to the backside to where now it's that's who's clicking on the screen.
Me.
Not
Okay.
me.
Yeah. So the person is basically on the opposite side. So Baakris is in between you and this figure.
Okay. Yippee. Stealthily find twice in the vision. Come on.
You could wake other
something.
people up. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to be able to say that.
Can I cast ensnaring strike on this figure?
You're gonna hit Baakris, but he's full health.
He'll be fine.
Alright, bro.
Wait,
Don't know
guys.
what to
Jade.
do.
Put
Oh.
Eco in pursuit as well.
Jade.
Yeah, what is Eco doing? Okay. Oh,
Eco's on the other side. Like there's Eco's chilling.
What the flip?
Okay.
Hold on. Because fucking Eco doesn't do anything but the bite physically.
I
mean,
have
can
any
I-
dangerous,
Hold on, where
I
is-
could like tele.
What is Jade?
Huh?
What is Jade doing?
Is there any
What is
way to
going
wake
on?
up early? How to wake yourself
Bye,
up?
Phoenix.
How to wake yourself?
Wait, I can speak to Eco telepathically, right?
Yes, with your
Yep.
beast bond, yes, you can.
I will do that, and I'll tell him to go. Oh, but I don't
Scream
want him
me.
to die.
Dreamy.
Attack! You're resummonable. Your life means nothing. Attack!
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll tell Eco to stay in the trees and try to bite this attacker.
Heloosh. Heloosh.
You're gonna try and you're gonna have Eco try and attack him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, Eco.
Trap
Alright,
the
make
trap
a-
master. I
make
don't
a-
know.
Kill him.
Wait. What, Nick?
I was gonna say. So, all right, go ahead and roll for your attack.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm scared for Eco.
Alright. It's fine.
Oh,
I put his thing in my
You put
attack
his what?
Leanne, excuse me?
thing. Oh my god, shut your fucking mouth.
I
Lol.
think Eco.
You can't
Eco's
say
70
I
tiles
put
away.
his thing in my and then stop talking.
I put his attack in my little stat block. Okay, everybody, shut up. I'm
That
rolling.
really didn't help.
Really? 6? Oh, he rolled a nat 1? Can I take the advantage, please? Because he's stealthing. Please? Can I take the 10?
That
Let me take the
sucks,
10.
dude.
Dad,
Oh,
please.
Unfortunately not. So he basically comes down. Eco just using his spider just kind of like strings down and tries to get at him and is immediately kind of snared up as well.
Oh.
To where he's basically
Oh,
he's now
God.
bound there.
Well, you have a friend now, Baakris. A big ass furry friend.
So he quickly sees that he's causing a ruckus, and with Eco now kind of like swept up in the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Don't you roll to kill my baby.
Roll for vagina.
All right. So at this point, you see the whatchamacallit, the vines release slowly release from Baakris, and then he whispers. You can see that he kind of whispers over to him again.
Don't. Don't do it. Don't attack.
What?
Just don't fucking attack.
What do you want me to do?
That's fucking nothing.
So at this point now, Baakris just kind of standing there, and you can kind of hear him whispering, telling you to not to attack. And then you see the figure just kind of like lean over a little bit and look past him directly at you, and he looks.
And
up
I duck back down into the wood.
Nobody here. I'm
the burnt
sleeping.
dick.
Yeah, he looks over and he just walks over very quietly over to you, and
Okay.
and as he starts getting closer, he puts his hands up and he kind of takes his hood and he pulls it back, and you see that it's another dragonborn.
Oh.
Jeez.
Fuck him!
It's another dragonborn, probably a little bit shorter than Baakris.
Okay.
He seems to be somewhat disheveled. He's wearing kind of almost like dirty mottled. Like as he gets closer, you see that it's not this is not the Baakris. He's not very well kept. He's not like just pure machismo. He's like almost wearing like it's dirty garb, and he just kind of has like almost this homely look to him, and he looks over at you and he says, "I would appreciate it if you would not do that again."
That's fair.
Yeah,
I understand.
and he turns around and he walks back over to Baakris and he puts his hand on his shoulder and he releases him to where his body just kind of like it's not stiff anymore, and he looks up, and the vines just kind of like slowly pull away, and Eco is able to just kind of drop down.
Yay!
I
is friendly.
What? Why?
Who the fuck
Why?
is you?
Why? What is your name? Person.
So he hears you calling, and he basically just kind of looks over at Baakris and he says, "I haven't seen another dragonborn in a while. It's nice to see one here."
Why did you? Why you got?
Why'd you tie me up, motherfucker?
He said, I wasn't. And he just kind of looks around at literally the dead bodies that are half naked and strewn about, and he looks around and he said, I wasn't sure if it was the greatest idea to walk into this, and when you started walking towards me, I wasn't sure how this was going to go. So, oh, hello. As Tyreal is he kind of looks over at the at the cart and just looks over the pile of bodies everywhere, and he's like, "How many of there are you here?"
Undisclosed. Do you need any help?
Counting amongst the bodies laying about.
What's that?
How did? Oh wait, who? No, what?
Go ahead, sir.
Oh no, you're. I'll just talk to the. Can I have your name, sir, ma'am, person?
It.
Sir,
You.
Sir, ma'am, person.
Ethereal being.
He says, well, before I give you my name, can you tell me what happened here? Because I've been tracking these beasts for a while.
Yeah, we done did your job, Pooch.
Well, we're on our way to Phandelver.
And he just kind of shakes his head and he's like, "My name is Reidoth."
How do you? Can you spell that in common, please? Okay. Well, my name is Rigbyn. The one that you had over there is Baakris.
And he just kind of turns around and looks at Baakris, and he kind of smiles and just kind of looks, looks you up and down, Baakris. And
he's gay.
Just kidding. He looks you up and down, and he kind of, he looks over at Eco, who is basically just kind of like flopped down out of the vines and out of the tree, and is just kind of standing there watching, almost looking at Rigbyn, trying to decide, am I attacking this fool again or what's happening?
Oh, sorry, Eco, get down. Fine, he's cool, I think.
And so he looks at you at that point, Baakris, and he says, "Is he not your companion?"
Baakris, no. I mean, he's my friend, but he's not my companion.
No, he was. No,
he's talking like to me about Eco.
Yeah, he was asking Baakris if Eco was not his companion.
Not my companion. No.
Why not? Where's your companion?
I don't have one.
He just kind of tilts his head and looks at you. Curious. Why don't you have one? And he just kind of like, as he's asking you this, he turns around, he kind of like walks back over to where Rigbyn was kind of like hiding it near the treant's trick, and he just kind of starts looking over the tree, waiting for you to answer.
Am I supposed to have one?
Well, most dragonborn hunters would. And he just kind of starts walking around and just kind of like almost picking and poking. He walks right up to where the heart was, and just kind of sees the hole that's sitting there inside the chest of this druid. And he just kind of gets his sad face and he just kind of looks back and he's like, "Corrupted."
Really?
Are you a druid?
And he looks at you and he basically just kind of holds up his hand, and a little flower kind of pops out of his hand, just kind of like grows up out of his hand. And then he takes the flower and he kind of like puts it right in the little chest cavity of where the
Oh my gosh, oh my god. Yeah, whereas we were like, oh yeah, let's just take this guy's heart. Fuck this guy.
Well, if I may, could I give you this corrupted tree ant heart, so that you may do something good with it?
And he kind of looks at it. Are you holding it out to him?
Yeah, I have it not with the skin on my hands, but I'm holding it. I like pick up dirt and I make fake gloves and I just kind of like scoop it up and I'm like, yeah.
And he's like, That's a smart idea. And he basically just kind of like he pulls his robe slightly out and he pulls out this this bag that has, you know, interesting markings on it, and he just kind of like
I'm holding.
he just kind of opens it up and asks you to dump it inside.
Okay. I mean, if you don't mind all the dirt being in there, yeah.
He's like, "Thank you. I'll find out what to do with this."
Thank you.
So he's kind of looking and he says, "It looks like you guys had a bit of a battle here. So."
Oh,
You
did we?
think?
Yeah, and
Just a little.
yeah, and he
Just
kind of walks over and he, you know, where he had placed the whatchamacallit, the little flower inside of the open chest wound of the treant, and he kind of like covers it back up, and you see some of the bark just kind of like start to just slowly move and crackle and just kind of like close the space back up.
Rigbyn's like, that's so fucking thick.
And
That is so cool.
And he just kind of, you know, he just taps, you know, he taps down on the chest, and you hear him kind of like mutter something to himself. He almost sounded sad, and then he turns around, he kind of walks back over to you, and he's like, so what exactly happened here? Why did you fight them?
Well, they came at us first, and I'm assuming with a corrupted heart, some other person or being corrupted this treant to attack us.
He says, yeah, I've actually seen a lot of this magic going on lately. I'm pretty sure that she's the one that's responsible for it, but I think eventually it's going to stop.
Are you talking about the black spider?
And he just immediately, he kind of like stands up straight, and he kind of looks at you, and he kind of has almost this guarded look to him, and he's like, go on.
In our travels on our way to here, we have heard our enemies speak of they're like bosses boss. And her name, or not her name, but they call her the Black Spider, and we believe that they have taken my uncle. They attempted to take this sleeping man over here with the great axe in his hand, I think, or the great sword or whatever. Yeah, they are somehow working against us, and we're trying to bring back my uncle and also finish the job we were hired to do.
And with that, you hear Poot, who was just kind of laying there quietly. He just kind of, yeah, she sucks, and then he like lays back down real quick.
I love
Before you say anything, he's our friend. Before you do anything to this goblin, Poot is our friend, and so are the two wolves.
So at this point, he kind of like he looks past you guys, and he's like, well, we've been having a lot of problems with her, and like I said, that will stop soon if I have anything to do with it. And he just kind of like walks forward, and he's just kind of like looking around to see who else is here. He notices, you know, Tyreal. He notices a cat sleeping kind of soundly, and another human, you know, older guy with long hair that obviously is completely passed out, and he just kind of like walks up, and he gets a little closer to where Taurius is, and he's like, and he looks back at you, and he says, "A tabaxi?"
What?
Not exactly a tabaxi.
It's a kitty cat.
She.
He technically.
He was cursed. He's a cursed cleric. Trying to get back to his original body, but no, not a tabaxi, technically.
But what?
Technically speaking.
What kind of curse are we talking about?
He like diddled some dragon's balls, I think. Without consent. Maybe.
Sometimes
I don't want to wake him up.
Sometimes you gotta diddle the dragon's balls, and as he's just kind of talking, he's not being very quiet. You know, he's got a gruff voice. You know, being an older creature, and he's making enough noise to where Taurius kind of stirs. Huh? So Taurius, are you going to, quote, stay asleep and listen, or are you actually going to engage in the conversation as people are talking about you diddling a dragon's balls?
You sleep.
You're gonna pretend to sleep?
I'll let them figure this out.
You're gonna pretend to sleep, and okay, and he just kind of like looks over and he's like, He's like, okay, and he kind of walks back over. He said, you guys definitely carry an interesting crew.
Yeah.
I apologize to wake you. I do have some matters to tend to. And when you did you say you're going to Phandelver?
Yes, that is correct. We are currently on our way through a shortcut, apparently.
This is definitely a shortcut. Interesting choice, but it's a shortcut. And he says when you get to Phandelver, go ask the innkeeper how to find me. And we'll talk some more. And he looks over at Baakris and he says, we'll talk more about your companion. And then he just kind of like turns around. He starts walking basically down the road, kind of like in the direction of Phandelver, where you guys were headed. As he's walking through, there's on each side of the treant's feet are the the orcs that were just kind of like laid the dead bodies that were there, and and he kind of goes over to one of them, and you see him, he's kind of like reaching for the wrists, and he's kind of like pulling them up and looking at their hands, and then he literally gets behind one of them, and he like just kind of like shoves it over to where it then goes face down into the dirt, and kind of like pulls pulls its hair and close collar out of the way, and just kind of looks, and he kind of points down at the neck, and he says, yeah, that's what I thought. And then he just kind of like walks off into the darkness.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait.
No.
Wait,
Explain.
what's his name?
Reidoth.
Reidoth?
Reidoth.
Right, okay. Oh, Reidoth?
Reidoth.
Right, okay. I was like, how are we going to call for him? And then I remembered who did it.
He did introduce himself. All right. So, are y'all going back to sleep?
Yes, go
Please.
back to sleep. I swear to God,
Yeah.
if we get attacked again, everybody just stay asleep so we can die.
Maybe in better places. Better places.
Places, people, places.
All right, well, Eco's technically over here with you, so he's gonna watch your body.
Cool. And then are you staying over by the treant's trick, kind of closer to where Elira is?
Yeah, I'll just fall asleep, like staring at the flower that he planted, and then knock out.
Aww.
All right. And then Taurius, you were sleeping in the cart, I assume.
Yeah.
We'll move you back over there. All right. And that is where we'll leave this as you guys sleep.
Oh my
Hey.
God. What did we accomplish today, guys? We looted some bodies and
Fuck all.
talked to a guy.
You looted some bodies.
Yep. And then I wake up 2 hours early because y'all, me and Taurius get to wake up 2 hours early. And then I just say some prayers for guidance for our team and safety.
All right.
I reject that.
Just to be
Hey, and then I have some
clear.
extra time. I'll pile up the corpses and burn them after stripping them down.
I heard it, just to be clear.
We did not split up the emeralds. I don't know who has those, since it was a random loot thingy thing. But those still have not been split up.
How many did we
All right.
get? 5?
Two.
Two emeralds.
two.
Wait,
I don't know who has them. Jade or Taurius says he took one. I don't know where the other one is. Who has
I
it?
think we said Sildar.
Does Sildar get an emerald, since
He
I
is-
didn't
he-
count him into anything else because I'm
didn't,
rude?
Yeah, he didn't care for.
he
for it.
felt gypped, so we gave him the axe, remember?
Yeah, he got the axe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, Elira, you can have the other emerald.
I think you're
Okay, so who has the emeralds?
Me and Taurius, I guess.
All right, so Taurius and Elira both have one of the emeralds. Write down that those are worth about 1,000 gold apiece.
Holy
Oh,
cow!
oh.
I'll split mine with the group when we can split it up.
Taurius is like, fuck that, I'm buying all my own.
Well,
donuts.
but
It's
let's
like, I'm
figure out
putting this on my
also.
butt.
Let's figure out why there's 1,000
one now.
gold.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh yeah,
conversion rate.
yeah.
All right, and we're gonna put a pin in it there, and we're gonna call this one done.
Yay!
Oh,
We didn't
new
move
record.
at all.
So I'll see you guys in September.
Hey, don't joke like that, because it's gonna become real.
I know.
And hopefully you guys will figure out what to do with a wand next session.
Yeah, for the love of
Shove it up your
God, somebody identify the stick wand.
All right. And that we will call this one closed.
Yay!
Thank you.
Hooray!
Hooray. All right. Sorry, I know it wasn't much as much death and destruction and mayhem, but
We learned some things.
you did learn some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Just don't
And we-
forget those things so we don't have to relearn them.
That's my favorite. All right. Well, I love you guys. Whoever wants to stay on and chit chat and bullshit, you can stay on. I'll be on for a while, and then and everybody else can dip off. Whoever wants to. And otherwise, we will plan on seeing you next week. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Next week.
Okie doke. All
Next
right.
week.
Love y'all.
Love.
I love you guys.
Love, love,
Love you.
love. Oh, I have to shit my butt.
Love you, King.
Oh.
Love you guys.
Number.
D20. 10.
Is it for chlamydia? Roll for chlamydia.
Roll for the
Okay.
clap.
Roll for the clap.
Roll for the clap.
Oh no.
I don't like
Look at
purposes.
baby girl. Oh, baby girl. I'm gonna smush you with my ass.
Okay.
That's a little
Ready?
weird.
1, 2. Whoa! Don't stick your face in my coochie.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
fine.
my name is Rigbyn.
Rigbyn.
The one.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
Map, 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 map.
Okay, cool. All right, good.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Like-
but that also
Like
doesn't.
dookie size too?
I mean, you know, if
average,
you,
average.
you
And
take-
consistency,
size.
please.
if you take a sourdough
Are you a
loaf
liquid
size
type of guy, or are
dookie,
you
then
a
okay.
solid
Peanut
kind of guy?
butter.
I can't hear my uncle. Shut the fuck up. I have something really important to show you.
Oh no.
It's really important.
All right, I can see you, but do you have to see my face? That's what you're going at?
Yes, I have to see your face. Please. It's really important.
Super important, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you are. Ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Thank you for that.